Good morning, YouTube. Outdoor trail hiker coming at you. This is Monday morning, and we are fixing to head into the National Forest of Ouachita National Forest, to be exact. And as you can see, Remy's in there ready to go. So I guess I better turn this off and head toward the forest.
Anyway, on air, online, or live local events. And right now, Town Square Media is looking for experienced media and digital sales professionals who have a proven track record of helping businesses grow in our community. Our combination of on-air and digital solutions allows us to provide innovative marketing solutions that very few other media companies can provide. And we're always at the forefront of...
This is the road going into Shady Lake, Bard Springs, and Caney Creek. Shady Lake is like 2 miles from where I turned back there. Bard Creek is 5 miles.
Recalculating. Please drive to highlighted route.
My GPS has went bonkers, but my cell phone is still following instructions, which, like I said, we're almost there. I know how to get there now.
Recalculating.
But it's beautiful down in here.
Drive to highlighted route.
After a rainy weekend, lots of rain. I have a sunny Monday, and we are entering the Ouachita National Forest. Hello, Tim with Outdoor Trail Hikers. As you can see, we posted our first video on our National Forest Adventure Series, and this one is in Ouachita National Forest, and we went to Bard Springs. But I wanted to comment on a couple things. One, I decided when I edited this video not to include or put in any music. My reasoning behind that is I wanted the viewer to experience the solitude, the peace, the quiet that I did while I was there. That really stood out to me when I was on this trip this time. I was there by myself. There was no other campers. I wasn't listening to anybody else's music. It was just peace and quiet. It was a very relaxing, distressing trip, and I really enjoyed that. So I'm not adding any music. You know, it's just going to be quiet and nature, and that's it. So I hope that doesn't offend anybody, but you know, just enjoy the quiet and take in the scenery. I also need to give a shout out to Kyle Diamore and Preston Watska. I hope I pronounced those right. They're helping make these adventures possible through donation. Appreciate y'all's donation. And I plan on making many more videos, so I hope y'all keep enjoying. The donations help a lot. But we're going to keep throwing videos out there and sharing what nature has to offer. But I wanted to comment about that, and I'll let y'all get back to your video. Thank you. Nice creek down there. Athens Big Fork Trailhead is 3 miles that way. Thought they've been doing some logging back here. When I was back here years ago, it seemed like this road was all gravel. It's really nice now.
Continue 1.5 miles, then turn left on Polk 64 Road.
There's Shady Lake.
Continue 1.5 miles, then turn left on Polk 64 Road.
There's another camper. Looks like they're leaving out. Pretty good hill climb. Beautiful back in here. Nothing to lift the spirits after bad weather than to come into this. It's like a breath of fresh air. We're gonna go on and pass Shady Lake. That's gonna be a video for another time. Bard Springs is 4 miles, and we're gonna leave the pavement.
Recalculating. Continue 3.5 miles, then turn sharply right on County Road 82.
Good gravel road. Thought they had a burn up here sometime. The road's not bad at all. I can make this in the car. But I'm not going to record the whole trip the rest of the way in. I don't know how much memory space I'm going to have for this trip, so I'm going to save a little bit. But y'all get the gist of what it's like to get into where I'm going. So we'll see you again in a little bit. Little creek we're crossing with the bridge. Looks like you can pull up in there. Looks like you can actually camp right there. Fire ring in there. The place I'm going, here's another creek. Beautiful. Told you I wasn't going to record all the way in, but there's just so much beauty going in that I didn't want to miss it. But that creek runs alongside the road. Big rocks. Crossing this creek again. Well, we arrived at Bard Springs and the gate was shut. I don't know if you're supposed to park there and set up. It's $8 for a single site, but there's no envelopes here. The gates are shut, so I'm kind of thinking the site's closed off, even though online it says it is open. There's vault toilets here. This would be the parking lot, so since you can't come in here, I guess it's closed. Remy's wanting to pull me all over the place. There's grills. They just a pulling. Beautiful down in here. There's a trail over there, you see the steps. I'd like to camp here. I have it all to myself. Some crystal clear water. We may end up having to camp at Shady Lake after all. We are in the National Forest though, and here, if you find a spot off the side of the road with a fire ring, you can pull in there and camp for free. So we might just go and try to find a place like that, because we're close enough. We can go to just about any place we want, just like this place. We're checking it out. Beautiful place. Well, we're going to go back to the truck and see where else we can find. Remy, come here. You're all tangled up. Let me stop this. Okay, we finally found the actual campground we was looking for. And at this campground, it's right past where we was at, just a little ways. But at this campground, it's $8, and you have these little things built that you can camp in. Got a little deck. And I'm thinking we're going to take this one right here. It's kind of over here by itself. And I'm thinking I might be able to set my tent up inside that because I want to be able to stay out of the mosquitoes. And if you're tent camping, you're going to have to be kind of picky about where you get if you're not going to get a flat spot to put it up on. But let's walk down here. He's still pulling me everywhere. He's so excited to get out of that truck. Everything's in bloom. This is a pretty flat spot here. But I like the one that I parked at because it's got that deck. And I'm pretty sure I can set my cat tent up. There's vault toilets, trash cans. Oh, he's pulling all over. We're going to walk down here to where you get the envelope and pay. I didn't even know these places were here that had these. And for $8, even if there's no electricity, which for me it don't matter because I've got some solar panels that keeps my stuff charged. I have lights. I have some extra battery. I have my own water. I have my solar shower. Really pretty sight right there. He found something. Of course, he's got to pee on it. This is in a flood zone. They've got signs up about it being flash flood area. Which I don't think we have anything to worry about. All the rain we had this weekend, if it didn't flood, it ain't gonna flood this rest of this week. Some more vault toilets over here. There's another camp spot right here, but it doesn't have one of those shelters built. You can hear the water running all around you. It's like I have to get my Walmart bag and come through here and pick up some trash. I'll try to make a point to pick up the trash if I see it and leave it cleaner than when I got here. This is a nice campsite. It's big enough you could have a little RV and camp right there. I didn't go on this other side. I got to spin around. He's got me tangled up. Let's see what we got here. Here's the envelopes. And there's the tag you get for your window. I'm gonna have to stop the phone so I can pay this. In the earlier video, I was standing on that side of this little creek because I thought that was the campground. And there is a campground there, but it's not the campground I was actually heading to. The water does have a little bit of a foul smell to it for some reason. Beautiful there. Remy got a refreshing drink of water. Remington is my dog. I call him Remy for short. But you come up these stairs, or steps, whatever you want to call them. That creek circles around. But you can hear that fall from where I'm camping. I'm on the plumb other side of this camp area right here. Group pavilion. There's a trail that goes up this mountainside over here that me and Remy are going to check out later. We're going to get camp set up. But it goes up that way. Come here, Remy, let me get you untangled. Okay, you're good. We're going to walk back to our camping area. Site fees paid. I think for $8, this is a heck of a deal. I bet you during the weekends, and when this place is just going to be books packed solid. There's a road out down there. Road we came in on. These little solar toilets here locked, but there's a hole in the ground toilet on the campsite we're in. But you just come up this road, and that was the creek with the waterfall. So I mean, like I said, we're not far from it, and you can hear it at night. That's going to be nice. In a little bit, I'm going to get my little Y camera that we bought and get it mounted up and try it out and see what kind of videos I can get off of it. And hopefully I can use my phone that I'm using right now mainly for some pictures. I also brought my Canon camera, and I'm going to try to get some better quality photos with it. But isn't this nice, y'all? See my truck on the other side. So I'm going to put a tarp up over the window on this one. Like I said, I'm definitely going to set a tent up because I feel more protected from the elements and mosquitoes. Someone left a spoon. But being this is Monday, I imagine I'm going to have this all to myself with me and Remy. Wife couldn't come. She couldn't get off work. Let's take a peek in these restrooms. Oh, they're clean. That's good. Which I actually brought a portable potty myself, but that one was clean enough I'd use it. There's some that's so nasty that I won't even step in. But we got some nice flowers. Look at these, aren't they pretty? And Remy just want to step on them. Smelling the flowers, bud? Alright, I'm going to stop this. Catch up with you in a little bit. Well, I swapped sites from the one I was at because I thought I was going to put that tent up on that deck, but it's just too big. So I moved down to this one because there's concrete sticking out past this little cabin here. And even though I'm hanging off the front a little bit, it pretty much covers most inside the tent, so I can have a nice level flat surface inside the tent. But it's up. Camp's pretty much set up. I just have to get the mattress in there and blow it up. A little bit of bedding. Not a whole lot more to do, but I like it. Big old mountain behind us. This is my view. In a little bit, we're going to go exploring because he's tired of hanging out at camp. All right, tent's up, bedding's up. Nothing fancy, but all I'm going to need for the night. Plenty of room in there for what I need. A lot of stuff I'm just going to leave in the truck. Shut this up so we don't get no bugs in there. And I'll be ready for tonight. I could have just slept in that, but I'm a little worried about the bugs. A little open air for me. Pretty cool though. But I'm fixing to grab Remington and we're gonna go for a hike. Hear a car coming. That's the first car I've heard since I've been here today. Remy says, "Hello, people." Looks like they're coming up in here. Let me grab him. We're up above where that waterfall is. Standing above the pavilion. Campsite's over that way. But the hiking trail for this area is right here. Remy, you're tangled up again. There. I kind of figure tomorrow me and Remy will do a little more hiking. There is no internet here. I have no cell reception, but I don't know if you can see, but this trail goes up a long ways. And then there's a trail going this way. I imagine this is a loop trail. This might come in behind our camp. There's flower bulbs everywhere around here. There's some fern. If you can see it, my truck is down there. Going up. Let's keep going, Remington. Let's climb this hill. I think since we went to the left, it just kind of made the climb a little easier than coming straight up where the steps were. Look at the view. It's like walking on carpet. Let's stop right here for a minute, Remy. It's like most people stop right there. Trees are marked white. It's all uphill. I'm not going to go any further. There's a white mark on that tree up there. So I guess it keeps going up this little gully. Unreal. But I'm getting hungry. It's just about time to go cook some food. So we're going to go back down where we came up toward the campsite. And I'm going to snap a few pictures. And we'll make some more film later. Well, I've got my little propane stove, or I should say butane stove, going. I'm gonna grab me a few hamburger patties and cook me some hamburgers, but they're not going to be hamburgers like most people think of hamburgers. So, fixing to dig them out of this cooler and cook them up. Got my hamburger patties going. Do a little 6 pepper cones on there. And they'll be done here in a little bit. I'm going to do up some golden steak fries. Go with them. And that's going to be probably a combination lunch and supper. Remington's resting up underneath the building over there. I see you peeking out. Think he's missing his mama. Alright, I'm going to cook these up. And I'll get back with y'all later. Got my hamburgers done. Now I've got my french fries in there. It won't be long, it'll be time to chow down. Quiet. I had one gentleman pull up in here. He was looking for a campsite. He's going to do some turkey hunting. But he said he's going to drive on down to toward Albert Pike and check that area out. We're going to drive to there tomorrow, and according to him, you can still see the damage done from all that flooding that happened. Killed those people. It was bad news. So we're going to go through there and see what it's like. So right now we're just chilling, peace, quiet. I can hear the waterfall. A little bit cloudy, but I don't think it's going to rain. Just a nice, peaceful area. Walking up on a bridge here. You can hear the water running underneath it. So I imagine it's going to be a pretty view. I'd say a short walk from camp. Let's look on this side first, Remy. Stop. Now we'll go over to the other side. We crossed that bridge after I shot pictures of the stream, and there's an opening right here. Somebody left some trash, but I guess that would be a free camping spot. You are in the Ouachita National Forest, and if you can find a place to pull off, and it's got a somewhat campfire ring there, you can camp for free. But I'm going to be honest, for the $8 I paid, Bard Creek is pretty nice. It has usable restrooms. It has shelter in case you need to get out of a storm. Not bad for $8, but I said you can camp here for free. There's one site. I passed two coming in. That site would be perfect if you had a rooftop tent. In fact, a lot of the spots here, if you had a rooftop tent, it'd be a little easier because you're not worried about finding level ground, and there's a lot of rock in this area. It just happened the spot that I'm at, I found a flat piece of slab concrete to put on top of, and it worked really well. There's another little creek coming down through there. We'll go a little bit further and then we'll turn around. So I don't want to get too far from camp. Thought maybe we might run across another pull-off site to camp. It's just beautiful through here. I'm trying to hold this camera as steady as possible, but he likes pulling on the leash, so it's kind of hard to do. He's not a leash dog. He was raised out in the country, and we moved to town, and he goes, we got a big backyard he goes and plays in. I'm just now getting him trained to the leash. He'll get better as time goes on because he is a smart dog. Oh, this is so just relaxing. The air smells good. The views are just spectacular. I'm so blessed that I can enjoy stuff like this. And I hope y'all appreciate me filming this so y'all can enjoy it and find places to come and enjoy yourself. I watched Dispersed Camperman on YouTube, and he camps a lot in the Ouachita National Forest and also the Ozark National Forest. I've actually got coordinates from some of his dispersed camping sites he goes to, although I haven't camped at them yet. And I would guess this here would be a place you could pull off. There's a fire ring. Let's see if there's any, hang on, let's see what this says. says closed to all motorized vehicles. This is walk-in turkey hunting areas. It is turkey hunting time here. The guy I talked to a little while ago, he was going to do some turkey hunting. I'm really enjoying walking this gravel road. I'm gonna turn around a little bit, boy. It's one of them, we're gonna go to the next bend, and then we're gonna go to the next bend, and there's always another bend. We're gonna drive out this way tomorrow, so we'll be seeing all of it. At least as close to Albert Pike as we can get. Another little creek right there. Okay, but we're gonna turn around here. You see, the road keeps going. Let's go back. You know, found something he's interested in. Come on. All right, we'll make some more video in a little bit. That water is coming out of a hole in that rock. Pretty cool. I had to zoom in a lot to be able to see it. I could sit here all day and listen to that. Nice cool breeze. So who wants to cross the bridge? This is just right around the bend from where we're camped. Well, as you can see, me and Remington are relaxing. We've done a lot of walking today. He's got his own chair. He's pretty happy. And let's see, I've got some coffee going back there. For about 8 more minutes and it'll be ready. And we're just gonna relax the rest of the evening. See how bad the mosquitoes get, the later it gets. If it gets too bad, we'll move into the tent. I brought some stuff with some DEET, so we ought to be pretty good. But it's been so peaceful and relaxing, quiet. I mean, it's just a nice place. Albert Pike used to be really nice until all that rain and flood came through there, and I just devastated it. I don't know if they ever get that fixed up again or not, but there's still some good places. This one's one of them, and it's still in a flood zone. They have warning signs. So, you know, storm comes through and it's got a lot of rain, you always want to be aware of your surroundings, where you're at. And, you know, if it's getting really bad, you need to pack up and go. But there's no rain in our forecast. We already had ours come through, so we're good to go. And there's so much rock in all this ground here that it's not muddy. It's really nice. I thought I was going to mess my shoes up, so I brought boots. And I don't need them, so that's a good thing. But we really enjoyed ourselves. I've got a lot of shots of wildflowers and a lot of little waterfalls and creeks. The water is just crystal clear here, so yeah, it's a good place to come relax. And during the week, you pretty much get the spot by yourself if you can camp during the week. So that's pretty nice. But we'll see how the night goes. Other than some birds and some butterflies, I really haven't seen any wildlife. I really thought that I'd see a bunch of it. But so far, I haven't seen much of nothing. But there's so many woods to hide in. They might be standing right there and I might not even see them. I don't know. But anyway, I just thought I'd make a quick video, let y'all know what we were doing now, and waiting on some coffee to get done. I think Remy's gonna see if I can get him in here. Take a nap in this chair. You gonna take a nap? You a tired boy? You a tired boy? You had fun? You have fun? Anyway, we'll make some more video later. Bye. Made some coffee. Me and Remy came back over here and sat down on the steps to enjoy the fall. The breeze blows across that water and it is cool sitting right here. Best seat in the house. Sun's fixing to go down here in a little while. But I've almost finished my coffee, so about time to head back and get some more. I wanted to take in this fall as much as I can while we're here. That's why I came to this location. Man, it's beautiful here. And so far, it's just me and Remington. Still haven't seen any wildlife. Me and Remington are sitting in the pavilion that they have here at the group camp. And I thought I would let y'all know, which I think I already mentioned, that there's no kind of cell phone service here at all. I mean, zip. So what you got to do, or at least for me, I'm with Sprint, is you go back out towards Shady Lake, pretty much all the way to where the entrance is to this area. I forget what the name of the road is that you turn off of to come down here, but just go straight out 6 miles the way you came in, if you came in the way I came in, and you do, or at least I got cell service out there. So I went 6 miles, got my service, and let my wife know I was okay, and sent her some pictures, posted a couple pictures to Instagram, and then turned around and came back. But at least you can get to where you have some service if you need it. So that's not too bad. And the drive back out's pretty, and come back in's pretty. So you can't ever see enough of it. But I thought I'd let y'all know that as far as Sprint goes, you can go back to the entrance and pick up some signal. But anyway, this is the pavilion we're sitting in. Pretty nice, huh? All right. I thought I would come at you. Blah, blah, blah. I erased that. I thought I'd talk a little bit about my setup for my camping trip this time. I haven't talked a whole lot about it, a little bit here and there, but if you watch my previous videos, I put a rack on my truck bed in intentions on mounting a rooftop tent. I just haven't went that route yet. I'm not saying I'm not going to. I'm just really studying a rooftop tent before I get one, but that's a whole nother topic. Anyway, I built the rack, so when I want to do a rooftop tent, I can do a rooftop tent. But since I don't have one mounted now, what I did is I made a solar heated pressurized shower. I also have a video about that and showed it working. So I mounted that on that rack. We used to have a 30-foot camper trailer, and I had bought a solar system from Harbor Freight. And I know it was, a cheapie, but the sucker worked. It kept my battery charged on that camper, and I ran my radio, lights, water pump, and I never had any problems. Well, we sold our camper quite a while ago, and I still had the solar panels sitting around the house, and they still worked, and I've had them for several years now. So I mounted the 3 solar panels to the roof rack for now. They can be removed later if I want to take them off, but for now, they're working. I've got the controller box and a battery, extra battery that I use. And that system that I bought at Harbor Freight came with a couple lights. And I'm fixing to flip this camera around so y'all can see that part of it. So bear with me. Okay, so if you watch my other videos, you've already seen this solar shower. But if you haven't, it's just ABS pipe, black pipe. Sun hits it, heats it up. It has a air valve up here, valve stem, that I pump air into. And that was 4-inch pipe. I came down to 3/4 inch thread, the adapters, sealed it real good, and put this little faucet on there. And it works great. I use this Fat Max. It always goes camping with me. But I've got it set at 20 psi so it won't overinflate the pipe. You know, it works great. FatMax also you can use to charge your phone and laptop, and it has a light. I've done a review on this also on one of my other videos, but it's multi-purpose. It works for the shower and lighting the tent and keeping our stuff charged. And let's see if I can climb up on my bumper. And I just mounted these solar panels up here on top of the rack, and I ran the wires, you know, hid the wires on the rack, and the battery is in this black box here, and there's my controller. And even parked in the shade. Right now it's at 13.2. It's not a lot, but it's still pushing a little bit into the battery. And then these are the lights that came with the kit. That one there, and then there's one, I hung it over here on this pole. And so, you know, those will run all night if I want to run them all night, which I probably won't. But, you know, there's some extra light. And also, you know, that there's 2 cigarette plugs on that controller. And there's a 3-volt and a 6-volt plug. And also a USB plug. Now, I'll put that away so it don't get wet or anything. But I just got it sitting out there so you can see it. And it works, you know. I forgot what I paid for it. I think they sell them all the time for $150 at Harbor Freight, which eventually I'm going to upgrade to a nice single solar panel that'll put out as much as all 3 of those. But it works. I had it, so it's not costing me a lot of money to replace stuff, you know. But there you have it. I haven't tried the shower yet, but I'll wait till it gets dark and rinse off a little bit. Use it to wash some dishes. Got the air compressor ready to go on it. But anyway, that's pretty much it. After I use that FatMax up there on that shower, I'll take it and put it in the tent with me, because I used that light on the front of it to light my tent, and it lights the whole tent up. It's really bright and it works great. Of course, I'll have handheld spotlight in there too. But anyway, I just thought I'd show that to y'all. We got a beautiful evening here in the Ouachita National Forest, I should say. We really enjoyed our day. It's just beautiful. Like I said, this campground is a fee campground. At the time that I've camped here, it's $8. Just as quiet as can be. Remy went and climbed underneath that shelter. Oh, he's sleepy. I think he's sleepy. He misses his mama. You know, a lot of dogs are a one-person dog. Well, he is a two-person dog. If she ain't there, when he thinks she's supposed to be there, he gets upset. And then if I ain't there and he's with her, then he gets upset. You know, he wants both of us. And he knows when she's supposed to be home and when I'm supposed to be home. And he likes his routine. And this camping trip has got him out of his routine just a little bit. So he's going to have to adapt while I'm doing this series. Because if I was to leave him home, he wouldn't be happy then either. But he'll get used to it. I'm looking at the sun shining off the leaves of those trees, bringing out the colors. Don't think we're going to do a whole lot the rest of the evening, hang out at camp. We might walk over to the waterfall one more time. And then when the sun goes down, we'll probably have to climb into the tent, depending on how bad the mosquitoes are. So far, they're not bad, so we may be fine. If they're not bad, I'll turn those lights on and sit outside and drink some more coffee. But I guess that's going to wrap this up for now. See you next time I shoot a little video. Thought I'd show y'all how this thing works. I need to rinse out my coffee cup. So turn that on. I've already put a little bit of pressure in it. So this nozzle has an on-off switch. I'll turn the pressure on. Just need a quick rinse. That's it. Nice to have. I'll shut this valve off. For some reason this valve is hard to close. But it's nice having a little extra water to rinse stuff off like that. You know, it didn't take much to make that. And I've actually got 6 extra gallons up there that's just for refilling that if I need to. It holds about 5. That's actually dripping from up here. So I'm going to relieve some pressure. Still pressure in there. That'll be alright. Just want to show y'all how it works. Well, it's getting pretty dark. Got my lights on over there. Just enough to keep it where you can see what you're doing. They work pretty good. I've used them before. But we're not completely dark yet. So they'll look a lot brighter once it gets completely dark. But I don't imagine I'll be paying much attention to them because I'll probably be snoozing. Got the light on in the tent. We're fixing to just go relax in the tent for a bit. Me and Remy's laying in the tent, and I was going to see if y'all could hear the hoot owl that we're listening to I don't know if the phone will pick it up or not, so I'm just going to let it play for a minute and see if you can hear it. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but I can hear the waterfalls. Sounds like they went that hoot owl. Those waterfalls kind of sound like heavy wind blowing through the trees. That owl just went off again. I'm still trying to get those sounds recorded. I don't know what they are. Y'all hearing that? If y'all can hear it, you know what it is. Comment in the comments below so I know what it is. I thought at first it was a hoot owl, but that's kind of... It sounds like one at the beginning, and then when it throws that other note in there, I don't know, kind of strange. Remy ain't liking it. Good morning. It's Tuesday, April 9th, and it's just now starting to get light. It's probably about 6 o'clock, 5:30, somewhere around there. I've got the buddy heater going, taking the chill off the tent. I didn't run it all night. Stayed warm enough underneath the sleeping bag, but got up to get dressed and lit the buddy heater so it'd be nice and warm, and it didn't take long at all to heat the tent up. So I really like the buddy heater by Mr. Heater. Whippoorwills are going. I don't know if y'all can hear it in the background. I'll be quiet for a minute and see if y'all can listen to it. Pretty wonderful, ain't it? Whippoorwills, the sound of the water flowing in the streams, the little waterfall. Something come up behind the tent last night, probably about 12 o'clock, and set Remington off. He was pretty upset about whatever it was. And he's around raccoons all the time. He watches raccoons in the neighbor's yard. So I know it's not a coon, and the way it sounded on the leaves, it sounded like it's something pretty big. I looked, but I didn't see anything. I heard it, and when I started shining light back there, it sounded like it ran off. But it upset him pretty good, so kind of wonder what it was. But other than that, we had a peaceful night. Anxious to get up and get some coffee going. I got some bacon and eggs I'm going to cook up for breakfast. And I guess we'll tear tent down here for long, because I wanted to do a little exploring before we go home. And I guess at that, I'll just leave it there and talk to you in a little bit. It's about 6:40 now. I've got my coffee on. It'll be ready in a bit. Daylight's coming up over the mountain ridge. Birds are making beautiful music. No one ever did drive up in here last night, so it was nice and peaceful, which I kind of figured to be that way since it was Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, I came back out here last night, and up there where that fallen log is where I kept hearing something pretty heavy rustling around. And, you know, our tent is right on the side of this building, so it was pretty close. In Remington, we go to the back of the tent, there's a little flap back there that lets air in, and he would sniff that flap, and his ears was up, you know, at attention. Whatever it was really had him. You could just see it, the way he was acting. He was really upset about whatever was back there. But I never could see what it was. It was too dark. But we're going to get the coffee done, and we're going to throw a pan on there for some bacon and some eggs for some nice breakfast. And we'll go for a walk here in a little bit. Supposed to get up in the 80s today, so it's going to be a beautiful day. I'm not in no hurry to get out of the forest, so we're just going to enjoy it today. Making more video for y'all. So one of the things I use this solar thing for, sucking air out of these air mattresses, fold them up as small as possible, and I don't have to use the battery that's on my truck. That's that. Well, camp is tore down, and me and Remington are going to go explore a little bit. Got him in the co-pilot seat over here. Got a itch, I guess. Anyway, we're going to head on out. I don't know if y'all can tell it, but that is a big, big drop off. That goes way down there. We're sitting on the little bridge. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.